thank you very much for talking with us.
My pleasure.
Technically, you could have shot anywhere, but we're back in New Orleans, and you guys shot in Louisiana because...
Well, we wanted to be as close to where it actually happened. All these guys are right in and around the Gulf, so, it just made the most sense to do it here.
And now you get this kind of monster of a script and read over it and see it, and you think to yourself, yeah, I want to sign on to that because what?
Well, because I think everybody knew or everybody was exposed to what the media showed as far as the environmental disaster, but I don't think a lot of people realize, I certainly didn't realize that 11 people had lost their lives. And so I wanted to honor them and tell their story, and I just thought it was important.
It was really kind of shocking, though. While I was watching the movie, I remember thinking, I don't know how many people died or if anyone died, because we really got kind of fed a different story when all of that was unfolding.
Yeah, and then of course, when trying to reach out to the families to get their approval, they were obviously reluctant because of the fact that all the media attention was about the environmental disaster and nobody made mention that their loved ones had perished. And so to communicate to them what our intentions were was enough to make them feel comfortable and come on board with us.
I thought you guys did a great job, too, because it became a human story versus environment and tourism and all that stuff.
Yeah, and people have a tendency to feel like it's a disaster movie. I mean, obviously, there's big action, but, we wanted to make it a character piece. We wanted to make it about the people. And
you got to hang out with the real Mike?
Yes.
The character you're playing, the guy you're playing?
Yeah.
What was that like? How did that inform your...
Well, look, to the point where I wanted him, not only after meeting him, I wanted him to be a consultant and basically be our barometer of truth and realism from day one. So he was with us on the entire movie.
Now, how physical was this for you? Because you've done a lot of physical movies and a lot of action, but when I saw this, I thought, what do you do when the water's on fire? I feel like that's like, no, let's change that, but you can't change that.
No, not fun, but I think thinking about what the real people went through is enough to kind of keep you going. But it reminds you of how old you are. That's for sure. And the heat as well. We were shooting during hurricane season on a giant steel platform, and 100 and something degree weather. And then when the fire's going and the explosion, who knows how hot it was.
Let's talk about that platform. Like the set that you guys built is pretty amazing in itself. Mm-hmm. What was that like just to be a part of that, to be on it and around it?
Amazing. I was actually in New Orleans making Daddy's Home when they first started construction, and I had already been, I was already signed on to making the movie. So I would drive by on my way home from the set and watch the progress, which was difficult. Because it was like building a small city. But it's incredible. I think that we didn't have access to a real rig, so we had to kind of create our own, which posed a lot of problems. But I think the pros and cons. The pros definitely outweigh the cons because we had that rig, and you felt like that was close as you could get to the real thing.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.